Today on the channel, we've got a double dose of Jack's Classic Superstars Billy Graham with the 1 of 3,000 Canadian exclusive black and white edition and the extremely rare, often forgotten about, Red Pants Toys R Us exclusive.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got one of the all-time greats. We got the Superstar Billy Graham. But for all your modern-day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And the Superstar makes a return appearance here on the channel. One of the all-time greats. Really a guy that was beyond ahead of his time. Of course, the big bodybuilder physique that the fan base loved in the 80s. He had that back in the 60s and 70s. A lot of his stick was stolen by the Scott Steiners of the world. Of course, the Hulk Hogans of the world. Superstar, a lot of ups and downs in his career, but an all-time great. Maybe not the best in the ring, but talk about personality to another degree. One of the most underrated guys of all time, really, at this current day and age. And a guy that Jack's Class Superstars definitely did not forget about, as we did get, what, 6 releases? We got a regular Classic Superstars figure. We got these two right here. And then we got 3 different Toys R Us exclusives back in the day. And, of course, he came back into the WWE family, had a DVD put together. He had an autobiography, and Jack's tied into that with a special release of different figures for him. And we got this one, of course, up there in Canada, the black and white edition. And then we got this one over here, which is a little bit controversial in a lot of ways, as nobody really knows the limited amount on this one. We know this is 1 of 3,000. A lot of people do say this is a 1 of 3,000. I just do not believe that at all. I don't believe it's 1 of 3,000 because you would see a heck of a lot more of these. These rarely come up. There's 1 or 2 every once in a while on eBay. Very expensive prices, as you can imagine, where this guy comes up all the time. So 1 of 3,000, you would see a little bit more. I honestly believe this to be a 1 of 500. It's never been proven. Nobody really knows for sure, but I think it's closer to 1 of 500 than it is a 1 of 3,000. Maybe we'll meet in the middle at 1 of 1,500. I don't know exactly. But this was only given away and sold at a certain Toys R Us as part of WrestleMania season. There was an autograph signing, things like that, much like the Hillbilly Jim exclusive we did see in the past. So this one comes up very rarely. It is very rarely seen, and most collectors don't even know it does exist. So it's just really an anomaly and one of the all-time big question marks in the Classic Superstars line, along with that Peru version of Giant Gonzalez that nobody's really got to the bottom of either. I got my detective hat on. I've called in a friend.
You ever wonder if they're watching your every move? Cell phones, internet, surveillance. Think about it.
And maybe Jesse and I will get down to the conspiracy one day, but not today. Today we're just going to look at it and unbox them. And I don't have to unbox this one. Thankfully, I already have a loose one, but man, it's going to be tough to do this one. However, this is beat up. It's a little beat up on the packaging, a little bit warped packaging, so I'm at least not taking a minty one out of circulation. I do have a mint one in my collection, so that one's going to stay mint. This one's going to be the opener. It's going to be one of those ones that's really tough to unbox, but we got to do it for science. We got to do it for science, folks. And that's what we're going to do. And I guess we're going to start off with it. Oh my gosh, am I really doing this? Sometimes I just disgust myself, because you guys know at heart I have a lot of loose figures, obviously. I'm a mint-on-card guy at heart, but I'm not one, and I don't want to digress here. I don't want to get into a TED Talk, but if I can't display it, I don't need it in my collection. So mint-on-card stuff, there's only so much room. I'm not going to rent a storage unit. I'm not going to store it in a garage where I don't see it. I don't get enjoyment out of it. That's just where I cross and I make the line in my collecting. And we all have lines in our collecting, as we do know. But there's the old Superstar. It just says limited edition sticker on the front. I wish it had a number. I just wish it had a number, but it doesn't. I don't know what the deal is there, but very cool looking Superstar, but it is the exact same one as his regular Classic Superstars release. Instead of the green and yellow, the Oakland A's color, he got the red coloring going on right here. He got Arizona State colors, I guess. He's a big Arizona State guy. But definitely looks good, but a bit plain Jane, as a lot of these Billy Graham Toys R Us exclusives were, of course. There's Billy on the side. He's got a pair of mutton chops you could set your watch to if you needed to. Looking good there. Superstar Billy Graham on the side. on that side. There it is, the old Superstar. Got the big cross-sell down below. They use the exact same packaging from his regular Class Superstars release right here. You got him down at the bottom. Looking really nice. I believe that's Class Superstars Series 7 he was a part of. You got the blurb, you got the warnings, glamour shot, tail of the tape. It's all there. Let's see what it says about Superstar Billy Graham. Debuted 1971, 265 pounds, height 6'3", titles. WWE Manager, Don Morocco. WWE Champion, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. What, no WWE announcer? What are we doing here? He was also a ninja artist. He was a ninja man for a while. Remember that? Karate fighter, Billy Graham. We need to figure that one is what we need. Favorite quote, the man of the hour, the man with the power. Too sweet to be sour. That is Billy Graham personified. 2005, this did come out. Without further ado, you got to bite the bullet. We got to do it. Let's get it over with. Let's get him out of the pack. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. This goes against everything in the fiber of my being, but like I said, I got to do it. Got to do it. It'll all come clear one day. All right. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy Graham. There he is. Looking good. Looking fabulous. Pull that out. See you later, yellowed bubble. Off to the recycling with you. And now we get the Superstar out of the package all day long. It is the Superstar Billy Graham. Quite the hairdo. That long blonde hair. The big mutton chops, like I said. Big chiseled face there, the black eyebrows. You give me this head, maybe it's because I'm really familiar with Superstar Billy Graham and I'm a pretty big fan of him. Maybe that's why I know it's him right away. Maybe others would not, but definitely looks like the Superstar to me. Got the big muscled up torso like he should have. Wish he had some fists of fury. Instead, he's got two gripping hands here. He's got the tie-dye going there. Billy Graham, I always think of the tie-dye outfits with him, of course. Got the red and the white, and then he's got orange boots. A very interesting color combination. The white laces as well. Arms, of course, going to go all the way around. Bicep cut. Single jointed elbow. Back and forth, side to side on the hands. Head moves side to side. Waist side to side. Legs go all the way forward. Bend at the knee. Ankles up and down. That's all you get. That's all you get with this Billy Graham. But a very cool looking Billy Graham. Definitely pops. Going to pop on my shelf. Definitely limited. How limited? I don't know, but I can tell you guys one thing's for sure. We got one less mint on card or one minted box one less in circulation after this video. That is for sure right there. But man, I love it. I just wish I knew the entire story on the limited amounts. And like I said, nobody seems to know at this point. Now we turn our attention over to another one here. Superstar Billy Graham Black and White Edition. And this is the only black and white figure ever released in the Jakks Classic Superstars line. So very interesting. Definitely a weird way of going about it here. Of course, this was a Canadian exclusive. I'm not sure exactly why Canada got the black and white exclusive up there. I don't know if there was really a reason. Of course, he did work for Bret Hart's dad, Stu Hart, at Stampede Wrestling back in the day. So he does got a connection to Canada. I don't know if they're saying his early days, this is how he was. I don't know. It's just an anomaly out there as well. But it does look really cool, and this one does really pop, just looking so different in the grayscale. Almost looks like a statue. WWE Mattel should make a statue line where they just repaint every figure to look like a statue. And you can have your own Hall of Champions going on. I don't want to give them any ideas. Got the old limited edition sticker right there. Always love that. Big accessories. Black and white glamour shot. Superstar Billy Graham on the side. And a very interesting back of the packaging. A one-off packaging back here. It does have the blurb. Does have the tail of the tape. Got the glamour shot. Got a big action figure shot. It got a little extra blurb down here. UPC's warnings. See what it says about Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham. Debuted 1971. I'm feeling deja vu here. Height 6'3", 265 pounds. Titles WWE Champion, WWE Manager, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. Favorite quote, the man of the hour, the man with the power, too sweet to be sour once again. And then on the bottom down here it says, this is a representation of Superstar Billy Graham early in his storied career when many of us television sets and much wrestling photography was black and white. It's the first ever black and white classic Superstars action figure. So there you go. I have read that in the past. I guess I just forgot it, but that makes sense. Back when black and white TVs, that was how a lot of people came to know Billy Graham for the first time. His colorful personality in black and white, but I do have a loose version here. Of course, looking really good for the old Superstar. He does come with a weight, which looks really nice. That's Reuse City, but it does make sense for a beefed up guy like the Superstar Billy Graham. It does come with a weight belt, which we saw numerous times with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. once again, does work for the Superstar. No boas with this one. It would have been cool to have a black and white boa with him, but wasn't in the cards. I love the hair is white on this one. Of course, you got the gray skin tone color. Just a very cool black and white. Something definitely very different. Definitely sticks out. It's the only one like this in the entire collection of Jakks Classic Superstars. And you can definitely see it's the same exact figure here, just painted totally different. So we've got really 3 representations. You got the red and orange, you got the black and white, and then you got the green and yellow version of this same exact figure. So I think that is kind of cool at the same time. Looking really good. Of course, this is not the only Jakks Ruthless Aggression style figure that was black and white. There was one more, and for whatever reason, Canada, it's all coming up Canada today. Canada got that exclusive, and it was a Vengeance carded Undertaker figure. I believe Vengeance was the card, and it was a black and white Undertaker figure. So these are the only 2 black and white figures Jakks ever released. Not sure exactly the total reasoning on this thing. I know they gave the blurb there, but what's the reasoning for Undertaker? I think maybe it's to depict, maybe the poster was black and white. Not exactly sure, but definitely interesting. Definitely a conversation trivia piece in the Jakks Class Superstars line and the Jakks Ruthless Aggression line. That is for sure. With black and white figures, maybe we'll get more of those in the future. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But very cool Superstar Billy Grahams. Like I said, it pained me to unbox this one, but it must be done. We have to do it, and it'll all be clear one of these days here on the channel, and we'll talk more about that in the future. Stay tuned for that announcement. But Superstar Billy Graham looking awfully good here in 2 different versions. The Undertaker, not so bad himself. Not so bad himself. But what say you guys? Did you ever pick up either of these 2? Do you have any of them? Do you know anything about them? Are they all brand new to you? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell so you guys know we got videos every single day and then some. Yes, and then some. And even more content for you over on the Patreon channel. Early access to all the videos, bonus videos, Q&As, exclusives, giveaways, you name it. A lot going on the Patreon, and best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Superstar Billy Grahams and The Undertaker, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.